Hello, everybody. Zack Attack is here with the Attack Line for Wednesday, November 9th, 2011. Let's get started with Billboard number ones. Starting with, yes, your brand new number one album. Probably the first holiday album to top the charts, maybe the last. Justin Bieber. Yes, despite the controversy involving Justin the Little Baby. Under the Mistletoe, the new album from Justin Bieber, is your brand new number one album in America. Yes. The album, big news for him today. New video premiere. Santa Claus is coming to town, kind of like an animated video. Well, it's out today as his album is number one. 210,000 copies. First Christmas album by a male artist to debut at number one in the history of Billboards. And the 8th holiday album overall to hit number one. The last holiday album was Susan Boyle. So a lot of albums there who went to number one in the past. Big debut also for Wale, Miranda Lambert, number 3, number 1 in country. I'll talk a lot about country in a bit. And we have a new number one single. Not a new number one. We're new number one single in country. Eli Young Band's Crazy Girls, number 1 on the country singles. Miranda's number 1 on country albums. And Rihanna retains the number 1 single for a second week in a row with We Found Love. While LMFAO climbs to number 2. Flo Rida's Good Feeling gives them another top 10 single, landing at number 8, especially with help from the WWE, with Good Feeling being the theme for Survivor Series. Alright, we got a lot of news. Let's get started with my man and my woman. 2 of my top 3. Starting with my woman, my girl, my favorites, Madonna. Now, yesterday on my Attack Line, I mentioned that snippets of a new song, Give Me All Your Love, was linked to the internet yesterday, and I heard snippets of it. Kind of catchy poppy. Like I said, hope to hear the rest. Well, today Madonna and manager Gail Siri commented on the situation. The diva, Madonna, in response she said, "My true fans wouldn't do this." While her manager Gail Siri addressed it by saying the plan was for new music to come out in the new year. And yet someone leaked a demo version of a song yesterday. I'm very happy with the positive reaction, but we're upset with whoever leaked the song. They're happy they're getting a reaction for it, but they're unhappy of the way it was out, leaked on the internet. Beyond that, they're saying the album shall be done within a month. And Madonna's set to make a second directorial movie, W.E., coming out in a couple weeks. We all know that she was in Cannes a few weeks ago promoting it. And man, mixed reception. What else is new with Madonna in movies? So anyway, there you go. Next, news on my man, Michael Jackson. A lot of news on him this week with the sentencing. The verdict on his Dr. Comment movie, being guilty, is This Is It movie, making his network TV debut on VH1. The cast of Cirque du Soleil's Michael Jackson Immortal World Tour being on Dancing with the Stars' results show last night. I'll address that in a moment. But today we found out that Michael's house, the house that he died in, will be up for sale, as well as many things from the house, including, yes, can you believe it, the bed he slept in when he died. That's kind of a creepy memento, but they're selling it. They want to sell it. They are also wanting to sell paintings and furnishings. And they said just right after the verdict was announced, they did the house tours for the house. They're selling it done by Julian's Auction various furnishings and paintings and sculptures. Selling all of that. Selling a chalkboard, selling things that happened, and a lot of things. So it's really interesting to see what would happen with collectibles from Michael's last house he lived in, including the deathbed, being sold. So that'd be interesting for anyone who buys it. Yeah, keep it. Alright, let's get on down with TV news. Starting with the aforementioned Dancing with the Stars Resort Show. Another standing ovation. Yes, by Nancy. Yes, she's gone. She's not in the semis. Hell yeah. The white people are in the semis. Well, at least 2 out of 4 ain't bad, right? It's basically Wiki and JR at this point. Those two are destined for the finals unless America fucks it up. And we all know America has fucked up the finals before. Ain't that right, Bristol? Anyway, so basically, Wiki and JR are like promised to be in the finals, but we need to know who will be the third. Basically, next week, Rob and Hope will battle it out to see who will get that third slot. It's whoever wants it more. They better bring it next week because they know it's the semis. And Hope and Rob better prove to America that they should be the one to be with Wiki and JR in the final. Now on to my Glee review. Man, more drama. Is it just me? Or it was probably one of the very few episodes we did not see Sue. We did not see Sue in this episode. It was mostly centered around everyone in the first time. With Blaine and Kurt having their little thing, going to a gay bar with Sebastian, who now goes to Dalton, the school that Blaine used to go to. Have a little dance with Sebastian and stuff, and also we had the West Side Story musical happening with members of the Trouble Tins, of course, referring to Mercedes, Brittany, and Santana. They were on the play because they're mostly all still friendly with the New Directions people, but still they're competition to New Directions. And we didn't see Mr. Schumacher in the episode too. We only saw him at midnight towards the end when he was watching the musical, and they did a lot of West Side Story songs, a lot of drama again tonight with, Finn and Rachel and their little sexcapades, and same thing with Blaine and Kurt, who kind of got it on, but not exactly. And also Finn not getting accepted by the recruiter guy, the recruiter from Ohio State, although he's kind of in love with Coach Beast, who couldn't admit her feelings. So that could be an interesting scenario. Beast falls in love. Because Beast has been down on herself for the last season or so. So, decent Glee, but still, I still believe Glee's fun is over. I got a few chuckles, but not a lot of laughs anymore in this show. Modern Family is the one that makes me laugh the most, although Modern's not on tonight. Because the CMAs, I'll address them in a moment. So there you go. That's my TV Now award show news. Now, before I talk about the CMAs, let me address the Oscars for a second. Yesterday, it was revealed that Brett Ratner, producer of the Oscars, was fired or left amicably due to some things and some nasty comments he made about a sexual relationship with Olivia Munn, and also making a homophobic statement, which I won't say on this podcast because I'm not anti-homophobic at all, because I am friends with a bisexual woman who's a good friend of mine. So now with Brett Ratner officially out as producer, the host has left as well. Eddie Murphy today has resigned as the host of the show in response to the producer getting fired. Eddie released a statement saying that first and foremost, I want to say that I completely understand and support each party's decision with regard to a change of producers for this year's Oscars. I was truly looking forward to being a part of the show that our production team and writers were starting to develop. But I'm sure the new production team and the new host will do an equally great job. Meanwhile, Brett Ratner, he was kind of ordered to leave. And of course, the Oscars said, I appreciate how Eddie feels about losing his creative partner, Brett Ratner, and wish him well. So it's kind of, and they were promoting it a lot. Eddie was in Rolling Stone this week, so that kind of made the Oscar, that kind of made Eddie Murphy's Rolling Stone cover story a no deal. So there you go. Eddie will not be hosting the Oscars. New host, we don't know yet. We don't know who's going to replace Brett Ratner, and when that does, I'll keep you posted right here on the Atakline. Right now, it's time for CMA news, CMA predictions. I went to the show last year. Here's my program right there from last year's show. Got it because I had a ticket. I actually went to the show. So here are my predictions for the CMAs. I'll do what I do best. I will do the will win and should win scenario. Alright. Starting with, I'm going to cut off some categories. I'm cutting off the pre-telecast ones. I'm talking about the ones that will air during the ceremony. Starting with Song of the Year. The nominees are Colder Weather, Zac Brown Band, songwriters, etc., etc. The Road Anthem, Jason Aldean, win by Brantley Gilbert and Colt Ford. If I Die Young, Ben Perry, win by Kim Perry. Mean by Taylor Swift. And You and Tequila, Matreka Moog and Dina Carter wrote, sung by Kenny and Grace Potter. Will win. If I Die Young, should win the World Anthem. Album of the Year. The nominees are Blake Shelton's All About Tonight, Jason Aldean's My Kind of Party, Taylor Swift's Speak Now, Brad Paisley's This Is Country Music, and ZBB's Zac Brown Band's You Get What You Get. Will win. Brad Paisley should win Jason Aldean. Alright. Single of the Year. Nominees are A Little Bit Stronger, Sarah Evans, Colder Weather, Zac Brown Band, Don't You Wanna Stay, Jason Aldean with Kelly Clarkson, Honeybee by Blake Shelton, and If I Die Young, Ben Perry. Will win. The Ben Perry should win Jason Aldean. Vocal Duo of the Year. The nominees are The Civil Wars, Montgomery Gentry, Steel Magnolia, Sugarland, and Thompson Square. Will and should win Sugarland. There's no competition in the vocal duo anymore. It's like when Brooks and Dunn won every year. There's no competition. Vocal Group of the Year. The nominees are The Ben Perry, Lady Antebellum, Little Big Town, Rascal Flatts, and Zac Brown Band. Will win Lady A, should win Ben Perry or Zac Brown. New Artists of the Year. Ben Perry, Luke Bryan, Eric Church, Thompson Square, and Chris Young. Will win Ben Perry, should win Eric Church. Male Vocalist of the Year. The nominees are Jason Aldean, Kenny Chesney, Brad Paisley, Blake Shelton, and Keith Urban. Will win Blake Shelton, should win Jason Aldean. Female Vocalist of the Year. Sarah Evans, Miranda Lambert, Martina McBride, Taylor Swift, and Carrie Underwood. Will win Miranda Lambert, should win Carrie or Taylor. And now the big one. The toughie. The nominees are Jason Aldean, Brad Paisley, Blake Shelton, Taylor Swift, and Keith Urban. Will win Brad Paisley, should win Jason Aldean. So that's my predictions for the CMAs tonight at 8, 7 Central, hosted by Carrie Underwood and Brad Paisley. And that is it. That is my attack line. I'll see y'all tomorrow for another one that will include the CMA results. With that in mind, you have been attacked by the news from Zach. Thank you very much. See you later. Oh yeah.